じゃない。何しろって覚えてねえ、なんも。じゃない。あ、違う。違う。あ、これか。うん、OK。これか。鳥間9時までだな。何？えーっと
You're a humbug, Trixie.
Who's this now? Wonder if they could... you might... Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal. But you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook. Georgie's alive? Hell, that's great news. She was my assistant, you know. Smart lady. Funny as hell. I can't fathom why she'd be looking for those logs, but I've been hoping to find the rest of them too. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here. Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But Spacer's Choice won't let me out of here until I deliver the whole set. Do you think you could get the rest? Great. I'll key the details of each recording's location in for you. A lot of them are in plain sight. Can't miss them. Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
向こう側だな。
Unrivaled.
こっちから行けねえ。荷物がいっぱいいっぱいだ。自販機ねえか。 スペースチョイスか。自販機あるな。ラッキー。えーっと重っ。重っ。何これ。いや、反応しねえ。取れねえよ。怖いな。フリーズしそう。ガッチ強化してんだよな。まあ死にやしねえか。これ K だな。よし。アドレナ落ちてる。
Welcome to Human Emporium Item. My name is Dr. Marion Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important activity.
ここ一回見に来たな。
You passed? No, that isn't terrible.
敵いねえかじゃあ。
I have something waiting.
まあリスポーンしてる可能性ある。うんだな。一回やってんなここ。どっから行くんだっけ。
I don't believe you've discussed the side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. 4 arms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, Doc? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
ここは開けれねえし。もういけない。でいいや。
Things you find in caves around here.
やばいお薬しか落ちてね。リスポーン早いな。となると次の目的地はいっぱいいるやん。こんな銃当たんねえもんだったっけよう当ててたな、あの頃。 こうかっていけるっけ。あ、いけなくない？うん。いけるんやったら行ってもいいんだけど。いけそうか？なんもなさそう。やったらアドレナタイム入ってる。
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrena time. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
来た道戻れます？ちなみにここ何？ああ。うわ、なんだ、ロードか。お、びっくりした。なんかいるわ。マンティサウルスかな。あー、ゴリラー。でけえゴリラおるやん。やば。やば。ちょっと待って。回復間に合わねえ。ぶね。マジかよ。クソゴリラは。何も落とさねえんだな、しかも。ダメだわ。
As a doctor, I'd say you've got a 6% chance of surviving the fall.
言われてもったわ。 け。やばいよ。ナイス。これどっから登るんだ。そこのエレベーターだよな。まだ来たことねえとこあったんだな。いや、でけえな、オルが。いや。いや、物落とさねえのマジで腹立つな。弾もただじゃねえんだぞって。ここね。
Tell me about the production of adrenatime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with. It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures. Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical. Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs and such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy? Pardon me.
よいしょ。これで終わりだな。あとは帰るだけ。だよね。ロボットに届けるのじゃなくて、ロスコにも届けることができる。どうしよっかな。悩むな。まあ、金庫じゃね。登れねえ。あれ死んでんの？死んでる？あ、死んでる。あ、ここ来た道か。来た道か。あ、来た道か。なんだ。どこに届けろって？ どうしよっかな。まあ、おっさんからの頼みだし、おっさんに届けるか。と。
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings? Sure, I'm happy to look. Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. I didn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was. Oh, I've tried. Make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks. But the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract. Adrenatime, I'm sure you know it, was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from Anti-Cleos. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's Choice, they're really not fond of spies. Fair point. Not even spies like spies. Not much, except that there was a whole gaggle of them, and so far as I could tell, they absolutely hated each other. Dr. Ambrose would hardly let me speak to any of them, but she complained about him all the time. Everything seemed like. Marion Blakesley, for example, lady who ran HIA, wouldn't return any of her messages. Not once, for years. Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem, was high more than he was sober. He insisted on running special tests on primals, too. Law knows what for. Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI. Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard folks were turning in completely bunk progress reports just to keep him out of their hair. Had this little minion, too. An actuary named Clarence Mosley. Obsessed with quantifying every detail of his sad little life. Mosley was the guy who got me mixed up in all this. Asshole. I hope a primal ate him. Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose hated them. They seemed to hate each other too. OCI pushed a ludicrous schedule. Chem made a bad product. And HIA returned garbage results. A regular merry-go-round of shit flying in every direction. It's no surprise it all fell apart.
The surprise is that it didn't happen sooner.
Shit, blood, trust us. They left a lot of messes behind.
My editor said my prose was too purple, and here I could have gone vermilion. Nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages. No, but I'd wager Lex there's a lot of weird shit she doesn't tell anyone about. That's the sublight way. Gotta say though, mailing a stranger some dead guy's arm probably tops the list. At least I'd hope so. Frenetic, chaotic, vicious, take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. The board's best and brightest were excited to work here. Said it was a good posting. The project director had a vision and big, bold ideas. Nothing good lasts long in Halcyon. Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget. Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell. Could have been, yeah. Marauders didn't just fall out of the sky one day. They were made here on Gorgon. How, though? That's the question. Sprat Shack legend has it they crawled out of the mines one day. Heard one fella suggest they might even be aliens. I think Halcyon wants us dead. Look at Monarch. The planet's pure poison. Folks can't eat the food that grows on Terra 2 without getting sick. Who's to say it's not something in the dirt or the water? I don't have proof, mind. It's just a hunch. Shit, any number of things. Fire, primals, sabotage. It didn't happen all at once, but it happened fast enough folks couldn't respond in time. Now, if you're asking how it all kicked off, might have been spies that did it. Corporate espionage, you know. Anti-Cleos. I never did figure it out. Not about to try now. Not a problem. Anything else? Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend. She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense. Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive. No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me? Ha, sure. Nice of you to say. Sorry. Not much in the mood for witty repartee, what with the world-shattering revelations and all. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking? Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with the recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process. Yeah, I'll just... yeah. See you around.
なんか他にクエスト発生しねえか。
Did you hear? Spacer Choice is moving back into the old labs.
That's great,
So, how you feeling?
Good.
何も発生しないか。
That last drink you ordered had a punch to it.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now. Don't you be getting any ideas.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Ah, it's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
Ah, it's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats. Would you do me a favor and weigh in as a third party? I could use an unbiased set of eyes on the problem, and an outsider like you fits the bill. Aye, aye, sir. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation. May I first say what an honor it is to stand in your company. Your exploits with Miss Hagen are the stuff of legend. Shit. I mean, whoops, can I start over? So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people. I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!" What if I were to sweeten the deal? Say the salvage is mine, and I'll give you a share of the finder's fee.
Bullshit. That ain't fair. When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage marks. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
Quit leading the prosecution, Hullhead. Anyway, that's my story, sir. I drew an X in the dirt, with my toe. Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
What? I've never heard of such goody two-shoes, law-abiding humbuggery in all my life.
Thank you. Law, it's hard to get a fair trial in this sprat-fucked colony.
Here's a 6-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change. Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
We could always go back and rile him up again later.
Very diplomatic, Captain. Though fighting would be preferable to another conversation such as that.
お前マジで神父かよ、本当に。お前神父とは思えねえ発言なんだよな。
You hear the news? Space's Choice is gonna take back Gorgon.
Really? Here I was just getting used to it.
モルビのでけえのいそう。
Sorry about Freddy and Trixie. When they're not fighting over salvage, they're fighting over the bed sheets at night. They like to blow off steam during work hours, but as soon as they clock out, they turn into a pair of kittens. So, what'll it be? Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge. Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea. See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You know, they do something similar in Byzantium. Fancier system, but same idea.
Most businesses in Halcyon are run by Sprats, but this is the first I've heard of it being openly acknowledged.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules. Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The Sprat Shack's gone through a lot of title holders over the years. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters. Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential. Yes and no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble, and I don't want any trouble in my place. Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony, mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well-connected, and not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well-stocked with the essentials, by which I mean booze. Or maybe a sugar sprat pie? Damn it, we're out of those.
まあいいや。どこ行こうかな。言うてあと10分くらいかな。てかもういっか、やめても。配信はここで終了。